So I'm thinking like for these videos, like when I record them, I'm gonna record like X amount in a day, and then like I'm just gonna play all the maps in a game, you know? And I know that's a lot for BO3, which is why I kinda wanna say BO3 until the end, but I think our goal should be like around 20 on some games, around 30 on others. Like with Cold War, I wanna shoot around 40 for every map, just because like each map is pretty easy, and you're not really set up until around 30, you know? But yeah, last video, I don't know how long I talked about buried or bitching about whatever, but it was around 30 minutes, like the recording wise. And I don't think like I wanna make these videos like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I mean, Nuketown was probably like the perfect first like DLC exclusive map, just because like we all wanted Nuketown to be a zombies map, like since it came out essentially. I think, and mostly because like, you know, the Edward Richtofen books on I forgot what house it was on. I think it was in the blue house. I think about it. The thing about Nuketown, I don't necessarily understand why this is like just on this map, but like the map just feels genuinely more difficult at the beginning. Like if you stay in this area for longer, you know. I don't know why that is, but I think I don't know what video it was in, but like I got down because like the thing like crashed, and yeah, I don't want to talk about it actually. But yeah, like I'm sure a lot of people watch this or like are familiar on what I'm talking about, but like, you know, Syndicate, right? Like he's a YouTuber. He played zombies back in the day. He was pretty good at it for the time that we were in, you know, like the mode was brand new. He was getting to like around 100s, like pretty much every map, I'd say. Which I mean, looking back on it was a very difficult thing to do, but you know, nowadays it's kind of like, you know, like people can do that, you know, like it's not like just him. I don't even know if it was just him back then, but what I do want to talk about is like just watching his like Nuketown like round to 100 or whatever, like made me genuine like want to go buy the map. And I want to say that it was like one of the first instances where like marketing for like gaming really, I want to say settled in terms of just like content creation and like seeing how far it can go. He's like, I don't really know how, you know, the laws work in terms of like recording gameplay and posting it to YouTube. I don't really know like how that works, but like it's clear that like it's just free marketing, or I want to say free advertising for the developers of the game, you know, like for the company that makes it. Like I'm aware they can like easily take it all down or something like that. I don't even know, but again, that's why I don't really want to talk too much about it. But like that right there, like genuinely like wanted me, like it made me buy like the season pass for Black Ops 2 just to play Nuketown. I think the season pass was like $60 or something. I don't know, it was a lot of money, but just to play one map that I was watching one YouTuber play, like god, I just like I wanted to play Nuketown, and like months later they obviously like released it on its own, I believe, but yeah, I mean, compared to like the maps we had at the time, I mean, Town was a gem hidden in the, what would they call it? I don't even know, gem in the rough or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like Town wasn't really well known yet, I'd say, like as it is now. Is the Bowie knife in here? Oh, it is. But yeah, no, like whenever I play Nuketown, I always wanted to do it like Syndicate did. I don't know why, but I just can never do it. Just because like this beginning area just becomes so, I don't want to say difficult, but just so cluttered, and they run, I want to see zombies more aggressive for some reason. The way the perks are, you know, like you're kind of fucked. Like I believe the first one always will be quick revive, but I could be wrong about that. One thing I want to say about Nuketown though, it's definitely high risk, high reward. Oh, Jug's here. I had no idea. So like, where the hell is quick revive? Oh, found you. But yeah, like when I first started making these videos, you know, I recorded, this is the third one now. Like the first one I made, like I talked about how Black Ops 2 is like the perfect sequel to Black Ops 1, just because like what they added and like what they did with the mode, you know? Like, this right here, I'm surprised I didn't even talk about it, but like, Nuketown is a perfect example, you know? Like, they really revolutionized it. And like, whether you like the map or hate the map, like, if you really think about it, like, gosh, dude, like, this was, I want to say this was the beginning, like, when they realized, like, it was probably, like, what, like, a good decision to, like, put money into the mode, you know? Like, you can say DLC 4 was, because I learned with DLC 4, it technically, DLC 4 for zombies, or DLC 4 used to be the DLC 5, you know, like the myth. And these DLC 4 was the first, I'm sorry, I'm not saying this correctly. When Moon came out, DLC 4 Resurrection was the first DLC 4 in Call of Duty ever, you know? And that was like really, really cool. And like one of the best things about that, like at the time, is like those who knew, like had to know, like, okay, so there's a quest in Call of the Dead, there's a quest in Ascension, and there's a quest in Shangri-La, and there was objectives that we had, you know? And I believe at the end, like in Shangri-La, like you had the device you had from Call of the Dead or whatever. So like logically speaking, like what are we doing with this stuff? Like, and then like there had to be like these ideas. It's like, well, there has to be something, like another map, but like there's no more DLCs. Like I bet you it was unannounced, but I really hope it was unannounced, because like that feeling must have been like, it had to be one of the coolest feelings as like a zombies player at the time, but like just a Call of Duty player at the time. But like knowing how it was back then, they probably did announce like there was gonna be 4 DLCs, but I don't know. I think it's like the worst quick revive location ever. Like just in that room in general. It's comical if you ask me.